Lola, what do you think of this new Circa Waves album then? Oh. Same. Hello and welcome to Midtone Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Circa Waves album, What's It Like Over There? So if you don't know, Circa Waves is sort of like an indie garage rock band which originated in Liverpool and definitely has been making a lot of waves in sort of the indie rock and alternative rock scene over here in the UK. And to be honest, I quite enjoyed their last album. It had some really good tracks, some nice tight indie rock tracks. So yeah, I've actually been looking forward for this album's release, and does it live up to the potential? No. This album definitely changes the tone of the band, and definitely a lot more softer and a lot less energetic compared to the last album. But I don't mind it being a softer tone, it's just the way that they go along and do it. And it hasn't been very good, so it seems sort of like copying a lot of the trends and that over here of like 1975 and Arctic Monkeys. So it opens up with Sorry I'm Yours, which is a bit mediocre and sounds something a bit like 5 Seconds of Summer or the Vamps does. This sort of very bland, non-energetic, like, oh yeah, love song sort of thing. There's a lot of piano on here, which I quite like the idea of, sort of adding in the piano and that, but replacing it over these guitars, which are supposed to be a main part of this band, having sort of 3 people playing the guitars, and sort of just replacing it with just one piano. It just doesn't sound very good, especially when Times Don't Change Me and Passport and tracks like that. So a lot of tracks do sound very similar with this sort of indie vibe to them, such as like Movies, The Way We Say Goodbye and that. And it just doesn't really explore any new territory. It feels like I'm sort of listening to any other indie band. There's nothing really sort of sharp sticking out where it's just like, yeah, this is Circa Waves. Yeah, it just seems like they're sort of copying a lot of the trends and that are going on with sort of rock at the moment, and yeah, it just doesn't really pay off for them. There are definitely some tracks like Me, Myself and the Hollywood that just seem like they're rip-offs of other albums such as AM from Arctic Monkeys, and it doesn't explore anything new or anything. And yeah, overall I just came out just not very satisfied with this album. I thought there could have been a lot more depth. Be Somebody Good is an alright track, and sort of definitely does have these guitars sort of really sharpened up, sort of quite loud and that, which is sort of what they've done on the previous album. It just seems like an album transition sort of track, even though it's near the end of the album, which is slightly weird, but it's alright. It's probably one of the better songs on this album. It's still not amazing. Overall, I am a bit disappointed because it just seems like some other sort of indie, bland album, which sounds a bit boy bandish at times with the lyrics and the singing and that. And it just doesn't really appeal to me. These guitars on this album aren't very strong at all. And they're trying to sort of replace it with some parts of pianos and some tracks and that. And there's no flow to this album either. It's just, yeah, track after track after track. So, unfortunately, overall, this is only a 3 out of 10. I know Circa Waves can do a lot better because they do have a lot of potential there. Especially their previous album, which I really enjoyed. And unfortunately, it just doesn't live up to the potential and to, like, the goodness of the last album. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in 2 days' time.